square off Sunday on Fox. Baker's Browns are 2-1, but they currently have the second fewest passing yards in the league. On the other side, the Cowboys are first in that category, have scored just over 70 points their last 2 games. Dak said this week, quote, "No doubt, this is the most explosive offense I've been a part of." But his Cowboys are still 1-2 to start the season. So, Acho, which quarterback has more to lose this weekend? Baker? Dak.
It's easy. It's Dak Prescott. He has so much to lose, Marcellus. And yesterday, I had my sparring partners in here.
Oh, yeah.
But it's time to get back to the heavyweight.
Oh, really?
Which is you.
You fat shaming up here? What you mean heavyweight? I ain't that big, am I?
Man, it's Dak Prescott, and there's so many layers. There's more layers than a wedding cake to this argument, but let me start with the top one.
Okay.
First and foremost, if the Cowboys win, if Dak Prescott wins, they're only at 500.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, but if they lose, ladies and gentlemen, 1-3? Ooh, that stink.
Oh, that ain't
good. Loss to the Browns, Marcellus, 1-3. What is that, like a 14% chance you make the playoffs? But let me start with my first point. Cowboys fans, you all have to understand, there's a difference between the value you put on Dak Prescott and the value Jerry Jones puts on Dak Prescott's performances. What do I mean by that?
Please tell me.
1,188 yards through 3 games.
You know
Fantastic.
it. You know it.
3 receivers on pace for 1,000 yards. My God. It's not Dak Prescott's fault. But Jerry Jones is looking like we're 1-2. I don't care about this. We're 1-2. Think about it, and I had to for a second. Troy Aikman won his second Super Bowl for the Cowboys in 1993. The last 6 games of the season combined, Troy Aikman accounted for 1,200 passing yards.
That's it.
But they won a Super Bowl. The first 3 games, Dak Prescott has accounted for 1,200 passing yards, but they're 1-2.
Okay.
Troy Aikman, when you walk into AT&T Stadium, look up. Oh, he's in the Ring of Honor. Is Tony Romo? No. But Tony Romo passed for a lot of yards. But Tony Romo, he didn't really win anything.
Oh, okay, we're going that lane.
My first layer, my first point, Marcellus, is Cowboys fans, understand how you look at Dak Prescott, how the media looks at Dak Prescott is far different than how Jerry Jones looks at Dak Prescott, which is why it is so pivotal that Dak Prescott wins today, because he needs to find favor in the sight of Jerry Jones.
Not only am I on the other side of this table, I'm on the other side of this conversation. Obviously, Baker Mayfield has more to lose. Do you hear that? I'm about to come out here swinging. Oh, I missed my job yesterday. All right, let's talk about that. Baker Mayfield is playing for his job, literally playing for his job. Did they pick up his 5th-year option yet? Oh, no.
They have not.
He's playing for his livelihood. He's playing for his reputation, and please don't let me understate what that means, because Kurt Warner went out there and said, look, if you are in the NFL, the last thing you want to do is get labeled as a bad player in this league, because it's nearly impossible to change that perception. So right now, if you're Baker Mayfield, you're sitting there right there on the threshold of being a bottom line starter or a great backup, a.k.a. Case Keenum. How does that feel right now if you're Baker Mayfield, a former #1 overall pick, and you're in a situation where people are looking at you like, yeah, we're above 500, but it's not because of you. And if Baker Mayfield wants to go out there and change the narrative on him, 2 things have to happen. One, they have to continue to be above 500, continue to win ball games. More importantly, be the damn reason that they're winning ball games. No handoff to Nick Chubb, but my elbow was locked out. That looked amazing. Oh, another handoff to Kareem Hunt. Oh, what do I look in the follow-through of that? Baker Mayfield, lighten it up, has to be the reason why they're winning, or else this is all the pressure on him. Dak Prescott is out there literally just playing for how much you're going to pay me. You already offered me 5 years, $35 million. One dude, Baker Mayfield's playing for something to eat. Dak is playing for, which fine dining establishment shall I go and partake in tonight? It's a completely different scenario.
Marcellus, while you were resting yesterday comfortably in bed and I was up here working, I worked overtime because I had to prepare even harder to defeat you in an argument I knew you were going to come with.
Oh, me too.
Dak Prescott, Marcellus, is playing for money. And he's playing for a large amount of it.
You can't even say large cleanly. It was a lot large. A large
amount of it, a supersized portion. Let me draw a parallel to something you'll be able to understand.
I love it.
In 2016, Kirk Cousins got franchise tagged by the Washington football team. He got franchise tagged.
Okay.
Now, in 2016, Kirk Cousins had a career high in passing yards.
Beast.
He threw for a lot of touchdowns and a limited amount of interceptions. Full screen. Let me draw this parallel for you, Marcellus. Kirk Cousins, he got tagged in 2016.
Okay.
He threw for a career high in passing yards, like I told you. 25 touchdowns, 12 picks. Look at Dak Prescott. Now, Dak Prescott on pace to throw for 6,000 yards. Obviously, that
oh, you want to talk through that fast.
But Dak Prescott on pace for 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Here's the pivotal statistic, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom left. Kirk Cousins, with all those stats, he was 8-7-1. Now, Dak Prescott, I'm not going to take you through what he might go through, but assume he's going to end up between 8 wins, 10 wins.
Assume? You know what that spells.
Here's the issue, Marcellus. Here's the issue.
You and me.
Kirk Cousins got tagged again.
More money.
Not because Kirk didn't ball.
What?
He balled for him, but he didn't win. He got tagged again. Sure, he made money, but he didn't get long-term money from the Washington football team. My argument has always been this. If Dak does what he continues to do, put up gaudy numbers, ball, have the best career year statistically that he's ever had, like we saw with Kirk Cousins, he will get tagged again.
And?
Yes, short-term, the tag is great, but long-term, the tag gives you susceptibility to injury, which is not great. The issue at hand is if Dak loses Marcellus, he does lose that long-term money. Kirk Cousins is betting on himself. It's worked for Kirk.
Yes.
But that might not work every single time.
Oh, you want to go back to 2016. Who's made the most money in the NFL?
I'm drawing a parallel.
Who made the most money since 2016 in the NFL? Of all those great players, including Russell Wilson, including Aaron Rodgers, and Kirk Cousins, and you trying to sit up here and tell America that that doesn't matter? Discontent for money is a trick that the rich use to keep the poor without it.
Is that Wileyism?
No, well, I'm going to steal it. Yeah, it's from Godfather or something. Anyway, here's the point of it. Stop telling people money don't matter because they're paying you for what you do in service, and that's your value. Since you want to harp on 2016 so much, it takes me to another facet of this Cowboys team because we're talking about Baker and we're talking about Dak. And it's pretty obvious. Baker is playing for much more. He's just playing to hold on to his position, where Dak is like, how high shall I be paid at this same position? Not really an argument for me. But I want to highlight something because you've been in the Dallas Cowboys organization before. So have I. I had cleats on and you had, what, a laptop?
Just a mic. Just a microphone on the lap. Here you go. Question Dak.
That's why you're so damn good. Paid your dues. Here's the thing. Oh, my God. The Cowboys never have two things that go together. What did Smokey say on Friday?
What did he say?
Ham, no burger, peanut butter, no jelly. You look at the Cowboys offense. They're #1 ranked right now. Congratulations. And most people would assume that, oh, they got a great balanced attack. They're getting great support from the run game and great offensive line protection and blocking, and the receivers are catching the ball, and Dak is playing at a career level. Oh, only the last part is true. Let me show you, since you want to harp on 2016, back then, what Ezekiel Elliott used to be, and right now what Ezekiel Elliott is. This dude came into the league on fire, 5.1 yards on attempt. Now, 3.8. And every year it goes down, y'all, in between. Yards per reception, 11.3, now 5.9. Now, evaluators would pause right then, but fans wouldn't. Fans were like, so what? They're throwing on the ball different. They're not giving them the same amount of touches. You're lying, because his first 2 weeks, he had 22 touches each week, and he still didn't eclipse 100 yards. But this is where even the fans got to say, oh, God, because this is when you know something's wrong with those spark plugs. That fuel injection system ain't the same. Longest run, when you're a rookie, 60. Now they give you the ball all these times, 14. Longest reception when you're a rookie, 83. Now, 19. All these damn tattoos and all that belly fat maybe is adding up on my dog, because I don't know where the explosiveness has gone. But you know damn well if we in that locker room and coach pulls out one of these stat sheets, basically he's saying the engine doesn't look the same.
Here's my problem, Marcellus.
No balance.
I will let fans get away with this narrative you just portrayed.
What?
Because they didn't play the game at the highest level that you did. Okay. They don't have the same level of knowledge that you did. And in all honesty, you graduated from Columbia, so they probably ain't as smart smart as you, but I won't let you get away with this. The game of football has to be played in congruence. Offense to defense, defense to offense. If I am Mike McCarthy, if I have Dak Prescott as my quarterback, yes, I understand Dak is in a contract year, he needs the ball, but I understand my defense sucks. So maybe I will balance time of possession. Let me read to you the time of possession discrepancies in the first 3 games.
Discrepancies.
Last game, Seattle Seahawks owned the ball for 32 minutes to the Cowboys 27. Game before that, the Atlanta Falcons owned the ball for 33 minutes to the Cowboys 26. Game before that, the Los Angeles Rams owned the ball for 35 minutes to the Cowboys 24. What I am saying is this: if you know that you have some weaknesses on defense, then maybe, just maybe, Dak won't ball as much and you can let other players eat. Maybe, just maybe, I shouldn't pass the ball 57 times a game. Maybe 14 carries isn't enough for Zeke. I understand he only had 34 yards or 39 yards with those 14 carries. But maybe, just maybe, I shouldn't abandon the run game. All it takes, Marcellus, a couple droplets, a couple droplets, a couple droplets, then the roof breaks open.
I would love to believe
Let
that.
Zeke break the roof open.
I would love that, but he got 22. He got 22, and he went from 97 to 86. He went backwards. And then you say, we got to abandon the run game because you're not doing anything as soon as you get the ball. Zeke used to only get the ball a few times, and we said, oh, we got to keep feeding him. Why keep, what's this thing he always do? What the hell? What the hell? What's on your spoon? Nothing. Because hey, keep feeding Zeke. What? I'm not feeding you the ball anymore. If I see Dak lighten it up at career levels,